Hello and welcome back to the channel, as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. I honestly forgot what we did in the last episode, but it's safe to say it's nothing notable. I wanna say it's nothing much notable because apart from the usual Vela only scenes that we are progressing, the only new scenes are the ones with it's one with Kai. We went with him and did some volunteering work at a food bank, which is kind of off character for Kai, but turns out he was once helped by a food bank, so he just wanna return the favor back to everyone by volunteering in a food bank. So apart from that, after that we got splashed by Vela for no reason, but apparently she said Beep Boop dared her to do it. And after that we proceeds to get our, how do I put it, we got the I don't know what's that about. We got the other one. I can't remember. We got the we got the security mission, and then the only other unique scene is also we hung out with Vela. We spent our time at the mansion party with Vela more, and then I kind of forgot what comes next, but at this point we're just gonna start skipping. So we're just gonna continue skipping this part until we reach like a unique scene or a dialogue choice. Okay, Nova kind of like mentioned us in her new song. Let me check something real quick. I think setting that first option. Yeah, this is awesome. How many people can say they have a song about them?
Not many, but now we can.
Kai grins. Then this part is the same. If we can skip it, yep. She shakes her head. This is a new thing. This is the gravity jumping part. This time she declines for once.
I've got some things I need to take care of in engineering.
Kai shrugs.
Suit yourself.
With a wave, he heads off, and Vela leaves right after him. Well, I can't think of anything I feel like doing off ship right now, so I decide to head to my room first and get some errands done. And Vela comes and asks her to come down to the engineering later. I tidy up my room and make sure everything is in place. Yeah, and Vela asks us to go find her, right? My phone vibrates in my pocket and I pull it out to see a couple urgent messages from Vela.
I need your help!
Yeah, only with Vela, her texts are voiced.
Come to engineering!
Okay, coming over. Vela doesn't usually need me for any engineering help. I wonder what's going on. Curious, I leave my room and quickly make my way towards the engineering bay. I walk inside, but I don't see Vela anywhere. Hello? As I look around, I'm briefly reminded that the last time I went looking for Vela, she doused me with a bucket of water. I turn around half expecting to see her with another trick, but she's nowhere to be found. Vela? Are you here? There's a rustling noise from the back of the room.
I'm back here!
I head towards her voice. When I turned the corner, I stopped in my tracks. This is the scene where I thought I missed it. I finally see Vela, or at least her ass, her posterior. She's bent over, squeezed between two panel doors. What happened?
Oh, well, it's a long story, but like I somehow got myself stuck.
Do I wanna do I wanna turn this off and see and take our amazing time to admire her ass? Yeah, remove the UI. See, let's take like 3 seconds to admire her butt. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just move on. There's something strange with her speech, almost as if she's reciting from a script. Oh, I thought she's actually stuck. She wiggles around, proving how stuck she is, which is not the least bit convincing.
I need someone, big and strong to rescue me.
Are we doing this from a certain genre of... I can't even say if that's a genre. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Are we gonna reenact scenes from porn? Yeah, I think they would say words like... They already put words like hentai in it, so I think it's safe to say they would say some porn, say words like porn. They already cussed a few times throughout the story, but I think if it's a PG 13, they have one F-bomb. I think I remember Kai saying throwing an F-bomb somewhere. I kind of forgot. I basically back in the earlier episodes. She exaggerates her words and sways her hips for emphasis. I bet she was initially pretending to be stuck, then suddenly got actually stuck. But we'll proceed and see what happens. I know this script all too well. Yeah, we all know that. This is your lucky day. I know exactly what to do here.
Good, because it's, super awkward how I just, like, fell in here. But you'll come over and help, right?
Where is this? So if we're seeing her butt, where is her front go? Where is her butt? Where is the front at? That's the plan, and I'm ready to come when you are. It's the start of the episode, and we're starting off our episode with porn.
I've been ready. I could use your helpfulness and expertise.
I think my witty wordplay might have gone over her head, but that's okay. The night is young. I step beside Vela, trying to gauge how best I can pull her out. Wait a sec. Yeah. Reaching down, I place my hands on her hips. Vela immediately tenses underneath my touch.
Oh,
She quickly shakes it off with a nervous giggle. Yeah, Vela scenes are always so funny to watch. Everything okay?
yeah, it's just, tickled a little. We can try again, though.
Okay. I put my hand on her waist. This time her reaction is more subtle. As instructed, I try to free her, but she doesn't budge out of place. She's playing hard to get. Literally. Wow, you are really stuck in there. Vela giggles.
I know. What if you tried another angle? I'm sure you'll figure out how to rescue me.
That's a good idea. She playfully wiggles her hips while I move behind her.
Look at me. I'm just so stuck.
My Vela is trying to attract my attention, and it works. My eyes are drawn to a swaying, and my heart races in my chest. Can I smack her ass? Is there an option to smack it? Like the one with Kaori in the kind of third spin-off game. I'm not sure if that's a spin-off, but yeah. The after story of the first game. I take a deep breath and look at her over again. Well, default to the second option. Okay, get ready because I'm definitely going to pull you out now. Vela giggles.
Yes, please free me. I need your help because I'm just so stuck.
Not for long, but first let me get a good hold on you.
Good idea. Get a good grip.
I place my hands as far down her waist as I dare. My fingers are only a pinky away from her tantalizing behind. She's startled by my touch and giggles nervously.
Are you sure that's where you want to hold?
You're right. I should grab lower. Her laughing becomes more nervous.
Actually, that would be a more difficult angle. Let me see if I can figure something else out.
I mean, where is she implying to like telling us to pull from, right? If you insist. I step back while Vela twists and attempts to free herself. She tries again, and then a few more times, but to no avail.
Wait,
Okay, she's actually stuck now.
I think I'm stuck.
Yeah, so you've said. She pulls herself again, straining to get through the narrow panel opening.
No, I'm actually stuck now.
I knew that's gonna happen. Yes, I get it. You said that a few times.
No, I'm not pretending anymore. I'm stuck.
Vela attempts to free herself once more. Her movements more frenzied and forceful, but she still can't get herself out. I'm starting to get the impression that this is not a part of whatever game Vela's playing. It looks like you might have gotten yourself stuck.
That's what I've been saying.
What a sticky situation. She groans.
I'll excuse that terrible pun if you actually help me out.
Alright, give me a sec. I move back into position, planting myself squarely behind Vela. Reaching forward, I wrap my arms around her waist and pull her towards me, grunting from the effort. I think I feel a slight give, so I pull her against me again and again. At first, Vela lets me do my thing, but after the third or fourth try, she suddenly tenses.
What exactly are you doing?
Oh my god! Trying to get you out?
You mean you aren't trying to?
I mean, if you want us to. Her voice trails off. To what? She's quiet for a moment.
Something else. I mean, I'm not saying that the something else would never not be okay.
I like a fang. Yeah, it's always these kinds of characters that always have the fang. Or the canine sticking out. Yeah, it makes them more cuter. I really appreciate they adding that. Oh, so she doesn't mind us doing the something else.
Just, it doesn't seem like right now is the time for it. I think...
Oh, she's open to it. Vela, what are you even talking about?
How do you not know what I'm talking about? You're the one doing it.
What? I look down at our position and realization slowly dawns. If Vela's behind, positioned against me, each pull knocked her even closer to me. From a side, it must feel a lot like thrusting rather than pulling her free. Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Although I can't see her face, I can almost feel Vela's burning blush. Instinctively, I move back. How did you even get yourself in there in the first place?
I used the panel hatch.
She freezes and we both come to the same conclusion. The panels.
Oh my gosh, we should just remove a panel.
I see the hatch that locks the adjacent panel in place. Quickly, I click it loose and remove it. It slides easily and Vela climbs out, Once she's standing, she smooths out her clothes and hair, avoiding eye contact with me. Her cheeks are bright red.
Well, that didn't go exactly as I thought it would.
Okay, kind of weird. I feel like the mouth animation, when it kind of bugs out, I think it's either sometimes I think it's because of my hardware, but it could also be an error in their programming side. I'm not entirely sure. How do you think it was going to go? Voice crack. But how do you think it was going to go?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was meant to create a romantic moment.
I stare blankly at her and I'm not following this train of thought. Pardon my confusion, but how would you getting yourself stuck create a romantic moment? She furrows her brows, confused too.
Well, Kai said a scenario like this would work.
Uh-oh. I'm almost afraid to ask. What exactly did Kai say?
He said guys like the damsel in distress scenario because they get to be the hero. He was telling me about these popular videos where a girl bends over and gets stuck inside a washing machine, and her guy helps her out.
No! No! She doesn't know? I thought she knew. She's that innocent?
But getting stuck in the washing machine didn't make sense since our washing machines aren't that small. So I just used these panels down here instead to recreate the situation.
It's just as bad as I anticipated. Vela did not understand the reference Kai made at all. So apparently Kai and I watches porn. So yeah, now that that's over, I mean, that's good to know? Question mark? Yeah, obviously she doesn't watch it. I'm not sure if I should tell her and ruin her innocence or keep her blissfully unaware. Do I want to though? I mean, she doesn't mind us doing that, but she said it's not in that scenario. Did you ever wonder why these stuck videos were so popular? I mean, she's gonna know somewhere along the future, right? She blinks.
Because guys like being the hero?
I shake my head. It's more than that. There's a reason why she is stuck in a certain way. Her brows furrow.
I don't understand.
Well, she's always stuck face first in the machine, right?
Yeah.
So when the guy comes to save her, the first thing he sees is an eyeful of a perfectly round peach. Her expression transforms into one of horror.
Oh no. No, no, no.
She hides her face in her hands.
I will never look at a washing machine the same way again.
I give her a comforting pat. After taking a breath, Vela drops her hands.
I can't believe I trusted Kai for dating advice.
Did he advise you on anything else? Vela thinks about it.
The water prank was his idea too.
Go on.
He said a cute way to tease your partner is with a white shirt and water. I don't think it worked though, because you just looked super confused.
This is all starting to make sense. A white shirt becomes transparent when wet. However, Vela misunderstood who was supposed to be wearing the wet shirt. Should I tell her what the intended effect was supposed to be? She needs to learn today! Well, we already ruined her innocence once. Okay, that came out wrong, but yeah, we already told her the truth about the washing machine, so let's overload her brain for her. I think her brain can handle it, right? That one didn't work because you're supposed to pour water on yourself, not on me.
Why would I pour water on myself?
Because you were supposed to be the one wearing a white shirt. She blinks, and when wet, a white shirt becomes transparent. Vela's eyes widen, and it clings onto the body.
Okay, I get it.
She quickly shakes her head and holds her hands out to stop me. I chuckle. Her cheeks are deep red when she looks at me.
Is everything always so sexualized?
Hold on, let me do one more check around my systems. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Well, I think those two specifically are not solemnly.
I've been living under a rock. I need to go back to the drawing board and think of some actual romantic date ideas.
Honestly, the fact that you want to be romantic together it's in itself really romantic. Even if today didn't work out as planned, it was still sweet.
Really?
Vela smiles, a slight blush on her cheeks. I nod. I'm so lucky to have a girlfriend who thinks of me and puts me in so much effort to plan our time together. Wait, what? I'm so lucky to have a girlfriend who thinks of me and puts in so much effort to plan our time together. Not sure if I said that right the first time, but yeah.
I still feel like I failed these attempts, but it means a lot that you said that anyway.
Call them learning experience. You'll be an expert in no time. If anything, I need to step up my game to be more romantic for you.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Actually, I already have one idea.
What is it?
I pull her towards me and press my lips against hers, taking her by surprise. After a moment, her astonishment fades and she returns my kiss. I wrap my arms around her and pull her in even closer, deepening the connection between us as we press together. When our lips part, I breathe in the scent of her hair and feel her arms wrap around me. What do you think? Vela giggles.
You obviously improvised, but I guess it was pretty good.
I'll take it. Now that we're both more relaxed, I can finally bring up the interesting comments Vela made earlier. By the way, when you were talking about something else and how it won't never not be okay, Vela's face turns bright red and she quickly interrupts me.
Are you seriously bringing this up now? Could you make things any more awkward?
Before I can answer, the door to the engineering bay opens and Beep Boop casually floats into the room. The robot pauses before darting to the remove panels, a warning exclamation mark on its screen. Yeah, boop boop boop. Yeah, I feel like they should have put the sound effects here instead of the text before, because a lot of, I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but I'm not sure. But yeah, only in Vela's scene you can see Beep Boop more frequently, but past the point where you're locked into a official relationship with the other two, I think Beep Boop doesn't even appear anymore.
It's okay, Beep Boop. Nothing is broken.
Is it okay?
It thinks we're disassembling the ship. Beep Boop, it's okay. I promise. We were just, conducting tests.
Wait, did she have anything else behind it?
It thinks we're disassembling the ship.
Oh, nothing. At first, Beep Boop flashes suspicious suspicious emoji eyes, but then it changes to a thumbs up. Vela pets the robot and its expression switches to a heart. She looks over at me.
I sent Beep Boop to run some maintenance checks while you were here, but I guess we took a while.
I chuckle. Do you want my help cleaning up? She shakes her head.
I'll do it with Beep Boop so we can see that nothing was actually damaged.
Good idea.
Thanks for your help with everything today. Things got a little off track, but I still had fun.
That makes the two of us. Vela smiles and I smile back. While the two of them get to work, I say goodbye to Vela and Beep Boop before heading back to my room. I fight off a yawn, get myself ready for bed. My mind is still full of thoughts of Vela, especially stuck Vela, and I eventually fall asleep with a smile on my face. But come to think of it, when will Vela ever mention that her dogs have puppies? But yeah, I think it will be at the end of the story. I wake up to the crackle of intercom and Iris calling for a meeting in the lounge. That probably means our next mission is lined up. I think this part is the same. We can skip. Oh wait. I kind of forgot. First option, yeah. It feels a little weird to work for Polaris again.
Like getting back with an ex.
Kai grins and puts an arm around my shoulder. And just like an ex, I don't want to think too much about it. He laughs.
Good idea.
How would we be able to help Polaris? Surely we don't have the authority to arrest anyone who comes by.
This part is the same as well. For second option this time. She giggles. I think whenever we pick the second option, they skip the celery part and just go down here. Wait, what?
What's up?
I always do, and she giggles. Yeah, whatever. Nothing really. We're in the middle of a multi-day mission, and I thought I'd see how things are going with you. I think
I went to the park, and it was just as fun as you said it would be.
Yeah, I think we skip a bit. Yeah, this is where she told us she went to the park. It's a follow-up. Oh yeah? Did you see anything cool?
So many cool things. There were a lot of families there who brought their pets. A little corgi wanted to play with me, and I pet the pupper.
Pet the pupper. Celeste squeals happily at the memory.
She was so soft and fluffy. It was the best. And now I want a dog.
We technically have one. Aww.
Although there was a goose that kept honking and chasing kids, which is when I decided to head back.
Ah, another goose in Celeste's run. So yeah, safe to say there might be a goose in every run, I suppose. I'm not there's no. So far, there's no goose that appears in Vela's run, but but there will be one in. I think there might be one in Iris's route, or I could be wrong. But so far, there's none in Vela's route.
I wasn't about to be its next target.
I raise a brow. Is my little sister afraid of a goose? She crosses her arms.
If you saw what I saw, you would understand.
I smile. Well, it sounds like you had a good time anyway.
I did. And even though I went out alone, I didn't feel nervous or anything.
And I think past this point, she would mention about going to the music store, right? Yep. The first option this time. Well, it sounds like the brothers have reconciled, so which means there should be no more family infighting. That's a good thing. Kai looks skeptical.
With a family that rich and dramatic, you know they'll find more things to argue about. It's just a matter of time.
I can't say you're wrong there. Kai nods. This part is the same, right? You'll just keep skipping this part. Oh, wait. Oh, this is another event with her. How long have we been? Yeah, half an hour. Knowing Vela, she's probably already gone gravity jumping. But I bet we could find something fun to do together. Gonna wait till it loads. I quickly text Vela to see if she's free. A few minutes later, there's a knock on my door. That can't be a coincidence. When I open the door, I see Vela smiling at me.
Hey, I thought this would be easier than texting.
I grin. Nice thinking.
I'm glad you texted. I was about to find you.
Oh, really? She nods.
I finally come up with a perfect date idea.
I can't wait to hear it. Wait, I can't wait to hear it.
I don't want to ruin the whole surprise, but I can share that we're going to the park.
Just when I thought there might not be a goose that's gonna appear, I think. Safe to say, we'll see one later. Oh, sounds promising. She smiles, encouraged.
I'm happy you approve so far.
Why don't I get ready? And then I'll meet you in the cargo bay.
Alright, see you soon.
She leaves and I slide my door closed. When I get dressed, I'm curious about what Vela has planned. But ultimately, I'm excited just to spend time with her. We meet back up in the cargo bay before heading off the ship. The transport station is just a short block away, and we reach it pretty easily. After a quick ride, we arrive at the park. It's busy today, with many couples taking advantage of the nice weather. On the small lake down the hill, we see a couple on a tandem kayak, while another couple shares binoculars to peer at the birds. Vela takes my hand as we walk, sighing happily.
It's such a nice day, don't you think?
Ooh, nice outfit. Kinda cute. Yeah, Vela's outfits are adorable. Absolutely.
Although, it's a little busy today.
That's okay.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what? Oh, shit.
There's plenty of space, so it doesn't feel crowded.
That's okay. That's okay. The park is pretty big. Yeah. I nod and our conversation lulls to a pause. I'm still curious to see what Vela has planned, but she doesn't seem eager to stop. We continue walking, passing even more couples doing various activities. I spot a couple enjoying a picnic in the grass. There's another couple walking their dog. Finally, we make a full loop around the path until we're back where we started. I think we just made a full circle. Vela blinks and giggles.
Oh, I guess we did. I didn't even notice.
She takes a step forward before hesitating.
Wait, is that wrong?
That was a part of your plan, right? She blinks again.
What plan?
Your plan for today's date?
The plan was to come to the park.
Right. And then? She furrows her brow.
I didn't plan anything after that.
She looks around us at all of the couples enjoying activities and her eyes grow wide.
Oh no, did I mess up our date again?
Let's go with the floats. Default second option. I gently press a finger to Vela's lips. Shh, fret not. We don't need a plan because the universe will decide for us.
What?
Let's just allow ourselves to be open to receiving its energy.
Wow, it's even worse than I thought. You're so bored you're talking nonsense.
Not nonsense. Wisdom. Although I try my best to keep Vela's spirit up, she's still disappointed in herself. How can I convince her that everything is alright? Honestly, it's okay. I pause mid-speech as a peculiar sight catches my attention. A man dressed up in chainmail and a great helm walks on the same path. Vela and I share a glance as the man gets closer. Silently, we step aside to allow him to pass and he nods his thanks, his armor clanking with each footsteps. Vela cranes her neck, watching him with a curious expression. Did we just travel back in time? You see that, right? She nods. Okay, at least I'm not hallucinating.
Where do you think he's going?
Oh, are we going to a convention? No idea. Vela keeps her gaze on the man even as he gets farther away.
Should we investigate?
Well, obviously yes. Else we skip the entire subplot. I thought you'd never ask. I have to know what's going on.
Same here.
She grins.
But we better hurry before we lose sight of him.
Right. We catch up to the knight and follow him from a generous distance. He soon veers off the main path and heads into the wooded area, where there's another trail. After another turn, we reach the end of a well-used trail, and in front of us is a massive clearing. The space has been transformed into a medieval realm. Oh, they are LARPing, right? There are white triangle flags marking different areas, an empty throne, a makeshift blacksmith with shields and swords scatter all around him, and even a forgot how to pronounce this jousting area. Several people are dressed up in armor and outfits similar to the knight we saw walking in. Whoa.
I never would have guessed this was back here.
We step into the clearing and start walking around, taking in the event, when someone steps in our way, looking at Vela in astonishment.
The princess is here!
Princess? Where?
Vela and I look around. I don't see anyone wearing a gown or a crown. Actually, I don't see any other girls at all. Soon a crowd gathers in front of us. They point at Vela and murmur, "Princess." I think you're the princess, Vela.
Me?
Her outburst surprises the both of us, but the crowd latches onto Vela's enthusiasm and nods fervently.
He speaketh the truth!
She looks at me, uncertainty in her eyes.
What do I do?
I'm pretty sure this is their way of inviting you into the game. Vela takes a moment to consider her options, and then she nods. She turns and curtsies to her ever-growing crowd.
Greetings.
The crowd roars in excitement. They part into two halves to make way for a man who gallops through. Following right behind him is... wait, what? Is his page, who bangs coconuts okay, I probably can't say this right. Rhythmically, mimicking the horse galloping sound. They both stop just ahead of us, and the rider approaches, a large grin on his face. He's wearing a deep green tunic with a long black cape trailing behind him. He bows deeply.
Your Highness, I am Harold, the Master of Ceremonies. It was foretold that there would be a day when our princess would grace our lands once again. What a fortuitous day this is.
Vela nods and he turns around to face the group.
Gentlemen, hear ye! Now as our prophecy declares, we must begin the trials of destiny!
There's another excited roar before the camp erupts into chaos. Harold escorts Vela to her throne while the rest of the group sets up for something big.
What, pray tell, is this trial?
Why, the trial to win my fair lady's hand, of course.
Vela's eyes grow wide.
Oh!
Fear not, my princess, for we have prepared a series of challenges, which only the mightiest of knights shall prevail.
I have a feeling that we're gonna participate as well, and then there'll be a quick time event. So we're gonna win our own girlfriend's win our own girlfriend's hand, which we already kinda, you know. I don't know how to phrase this right, but let's continue. My ears prick as I listen in. A challenge for Vela's hand? Can any knight participate in these challenges?
Indeed. Any soul who is brave enough to fight for our princess's favor is welcome.
Vela glances at me, curious about what I'll do. Yep, obviously we're gonna win. This is the perfect chance for me to prove Vela that I'm the most deserving of her. I'll demolish the competition and Vela will fall for me all over again. I grin devilishly and quickly sign up as a participant. Once I'm signed up, I join in the line of contestants who all want to win the princess's favor. A fire burns inside me as I look at my competition. I have to win. For Vela! Soon the arena is all set up and Harold clears his throat.
At last, the trials of destiny shall come to pass. Our first challenge is a test of strength. Men, take your places at the tables and prepare for the gauntlet of grip.
I feel like every single option will lead me to success because of our athletic trait. Gauntlet of grip? What's that? I'm directed to sit across from another knight. A scrawny guy with freckles and unruly hair covering his face. His armor, even though it's made of spray-painted cardboard, looks meticulously crafted. His excited smile turns to nervousness when I sit down across from him.
Now, opponents, show your gauntlets.
The scrawny guy slowly raises an arm and rests his elbow on the table. Looking around, I see everyone else grasping each other's hands. Oh, this is an arm wrestling challenge. I clasp the guy's hand and he immediately winces.
And begin!
He pushes against my hand, his face already reddening from the exerted effort. The beading sweat on his brow must mean he's using all his strength. It won't be hard to defeat him at all. Leave no survivors! A wicked grin curls in my lips and my opponent pales. Will he just flies off? Or his arm broke? I muster up one big burst of strength. Not only does his arm slam onto the table, but the force is so great, yeah, I really knock him off flying. It knocks the rest of him off balance. He clatters out of his seat and onto the floor. The onlookers gasp and then cheer wildly as I help my opponent back to his feet. Sorry about that. I did not know my own strength. He offers me a smile of admiration.
It was my honor to compete against you. You truly have the strength of an ogre.
You don't sound like some... Well, maybe I can't judge a book by its cover, but you don't sound scrawny, though. I glance over at Vela and see her eyes shining. Her hands are clutched at her chest and she smiles broadly. So yeah, I feel like every single trait is based... has a really suit... How do I put it? Every trait has a tailored event just for each girl. That's what I feel. Like Vela with strength, Luna with intuition, and Iris with tactician, which we will do in the... We will choose tactician when we do the Iris route in the next run. I point a dramatic finger at her. Okay, I don't know why they show the sanctuary just now. My princess, I dedicate this win to thee! There's another big cheer, and even from my seat, I see the blush growing in Vela's cheeks. Half of the contestants have been eliminated and they join the rest of the onlookers. For those of us still competing, we're shuffled to the next area where we're grouped into new sets of pairs.
Next, a trial of knowledge. Who can decipher the message from the wise oracle?
Okay, I feel like each trial has their own trait. I think this one would need the tactician trait. Someone comes around and hands me a piece of paper and a pencil.
Listen closely, brave knights. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
We're gonna save this right here. I don't know why his name is called AU. I don't know what this means. Probably a placeholder, but he did mention his name was Harold back then. I don't know what even MG means here. Unless I'm being stupid right now. Yeah, it doesn't... MG male guest 1? I have no idea. Not sure. Echo? Not sure which one is the right one. Yeah, I'm gonna scum save this one. I write my answer down, holding onto the paper tightly.
Hark! Time is at an end.
Harold comes to each pair and reviews the answer. When he reaches me, I wait with bated breath as he opens my paper.
And we have another victor.
Oh, lucky guess. I grin broadly and automatically look at Vela again. She's cheering along with the crowd. While no one is looking, I slip to her side. How am I doing so far?
Brains and brawn. You might make a worthy night after all.
We managed to exchange a playful smile before I'm ushered back with the other contestants.
Gentlefolk, our last trial is upon us. The clash of valor.
I think this is a good time to scum save here, because we're gonna fight. This sounds promising. The arena is split into different jousting stations, so multiple rounds can be fought at once. The competition dwindles down as duels continue, until only 2 finalists remain. Myself and a hulking man who's covered in expensively crafted armor. He swaggers up to Vela and tenderly holds her hand. Vela's smile is plastered on her face as she receives his touch. I know she's merely playing her part, but it doesn't stop the fire from churning in my belly. Nobody can touch my princess and get away with it. Harold centers us in the arena and we both take our fighting stance. I'm more determined than ever to defeat this so-called champion.
Ready thyself and thy blades. And fight.
The champion immediately charges towards me. I focus as he nears me. When he's close enough, I step aside and leave his thrust without a target. The motion knocks him off balance and I seize my opportunity to crouch and slashes across his stomach with my wooden blade. Say what now? That's a dramatic sound effect. The champion stands still for a second, shocked by the sudden loss before falling to the ground, defeated. A moment of stunned silence follows before the air is full of thunderous applause. I don't know why they show this part right here, but maybe it's unintentional. The crowd swarms at me, calling me their new champion as they push me towards the princess.
You won!
For you, my princess. She giggles and Harold calls for our attention.
You must kneel in front of the princess.
Oh. I bow down on one knee.
Rise, my knight. You have won my favor.
Take the throne for myself. What the heck? This will be the best one, I think. I'm picking the second option. And now my favor I shall collect. In one smooth movement, I stand and swoop Vela into my arms.
Oh!
This one, yeah, because she's basically, well, we kind of have the electric trick, so it makes sense that we have the strength to do so. But I think even if we choose the other traits, I think we can still do it. She's surprised but giggles against my chest as I spin us around to the sounds of cheering. Finally, I set her back down. She looks at me with sparkling eyes and reddened cheeks and seemed almost reluctant to let me go. A loud chanting interrupts us. I feel like the real princess has arrived. It takes me a moment to make sense of the words before they harmonize. I'm not entirely sure if that's the case or not then. Oh? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, I thought I thought there's a real princess that will come later. I'm not entirely sure, maybe I'm wrong. I smile at Vela and she nods. I dip her into a kiss that makes the crowd erupt with joyous cheering. We hold each other laughing. With the tournament over, everyone disperses into various areas of the clearing. Some play different games while other groups inspect weapons and some just chat with each other. We decide to stick around and have a great time checking out the rest of the setup. People refer to Vela as the princess and me as the champion, so we continue to play our roles. When it gets late, we help clean up the area, moving parked tables back into their normal spots and picking up trash. Once everything is in its place, Vela and I say goodbye to our new friends and return back to the park. She eyes me, a playful smirk on her lips.
You made a very brave night today.
That's because I had the princess worth fighting for. She giggles.
I could tell. You were really into your role.
Well, I had to win. I couldn't let anyone else steal my princess away from me. Vela blushes. She moves closer to me, her hand brushing mine. I hold on to it. I wonder what happens if we actually lose the first 2 rounds. Wait. Yeah, we could lose the first. Can we actually lose the first round? But I don't think we can lose the second. We can definitely lose the second round.
You had such a serious face during the last trial. You know I was always going to choose you, right?
I think back on the champion holding her hand to claim her, and my muscles tighten again. I know it was all just fun and games, but I still wasn't particularly fond of that guy taking her hand. Vela stops and looks at me with mild surprise.
Were you jealous?
Second option. Thy smile brings radiance to my world, and I yearn for the reason. And I yearn to be the reason for your joy.
Why are you still using medieval speech?
What better way to convey what's stirring in my heart than through gentle lines of poetry?
Thine heart is not the only one that stirs.
She looks away from me, but not before I catch a smile and a blush heating up her cheeks. Vela and I arrive back at the park entrance and begin the trip home. The transport station is nearly empty and we have the whole train to ourselves. Vela leans her head on my shoulder. The air around us is still enchanting from the day we had together. Once we arrive at the docks, we board the Eidos. We walk through the hall and head to the quarters. Kai and Iris are a few steps ahead of us. Iris clutches a small box tightly to her chest as they quietly cross into the captain's quarters. I kinda can't remember what this small box was. I thought we can skip this. Sometimes I forget that the 2 of them are close. They both look preoccupied, so I don't disturb them with any greetings. Huh? I can't skip this. Oh, because, yeah, we're still with Vela. We come to a stop at Vela's door, and she turns towards me.
I know our date wasn't perfect, but I still had fun. I hope you did, too.
I got to fight for my princess's hand. I don't think it could get any more perfect. She giggles.
Well, in that case, I can't take all the credit. Things just somehow worked out.
Isn't it funny how all of our interesting dates still turn out to be a memorable experience and a fun story?
Yeah, those have been nice coincidences.
They aren't coincidences. It's because as long as we are together, we can make anything fun. She smiles.
Then maybe we should go with the flow more often. The universe can decide all of our dates from now on.
I see you are finally a believer. She giggles. We kiss goodnight and then Vela slips into her room. Afterwards, I turn around and return to mine, where I get ready for bed. With thoughts of Vela still on my mind, I fall asleep, my heart feeling light and giddy. Where we are? Okay. We can still continue. Not sure if we can skip this part. Standard transport run. So yeah, we are gonna meet up with... Yeah, this is where we are gonna meet Evelina. Double check if that's... Wait, what? Double check that he's alright. I lean in and keep my voice low. Are you sure you're okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. Kai grimaces.
You were not too far off with that comment.
My brows furrow. What does that mean? Does he know her or something? At this point, we've closed the distance with the client. Before Kai can answer, she addresses him instead.
Hey, Kai.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this part as well, because we already know what about their past. He still looks a bit unsettled. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened. For now, we're just gonna talk to him. As soon as we climb aboard, I approach him within the cargo bay, so we can... First option. You said you used to be close. What happened?
It's kind of a long story.
Well, if you don't want to tell me, that's okay.
No, you deserve to know. Especially after having to listen to us back there.
So we can skip this part? No. I quiet down, waiting for Kai to start. He takes a deep breath.
Evelina and I worked together on Sirdros.
So we can skip this part. We'll reach a point where we... First option first. You two worked through your differences. And you became friends.
Yep. If you'd asked me if we'd be friends when I first met her, I'd have said when hell freezes over.
This part we can... Oh, we'll continue. Then I guess hell froze over. He chuckles. It sounds like things were going great. So, what happened? So we can skip this part. I think I'm going with the third option because I don't think then it means that he won't meet her. I'm gonna pick this one. Yeah, I guess you're right. And she'll definitely get the message and leave you alone when you don't show up today. He nods.
Those are my thoughts exactly. If I go to see her, even if it's to tell her that we won't be together, it'll give her false hope because I showed up.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's best to just let it be. He puffs out a breath.
Anyway, that's all behind me now. Let's go update Iris that the mission is complete.
I nod. Together we head upstairs and find Iris in the lounge. We gave her a quick update and she confirms that the client is satisfied as well. This part we've got time for a break while Iris secures the next mission, so Kai and I split off. This part is the same, right? No. I head back to my room and get some of my chores out of the way. I collect all of my dirty clothes and put it into the laundry. Then I tidy up my room. Just as I'm collecting my freshly cleaned clothes, Iris announces a tea meeting in the lounge. We still can't skip. I stop by my room to drop off my clothes and then I make my way to the lounge. I'm the last to arrive and I take my seat with the rest of the crew. Iris gently clears her throat.
First off, thank you for your hard work. We can count this as another mission successfully completed.
Can we still skip? Okay, we can skip now. Yeah, I guess because Kai never went to find Evelina. My friend. Wait, what? I dial Celeste's number and then stick my phone in the communicator. Once the line connects, Celeste smiles at me. We can still... Yeah, we can forego the nickname this time. Wait, what? Hey, did I catch you at a good time? She nods.
The nurses are supposed to come check my levels, but that won't happen until later. What's up?
Can I skip this part? Yes.
That sounds so delicious.
I also filled her in on how nice it was to spend some quality time with Vela at the party. Oh yeah, this is the security mission part. Celeste sighs, shaking her head.
It's just like you to misinterpret flirting.
It wasn't just me. Vela did too.
Yeah, but Vela is a super cute, sweet, and smart girl. So of course everyone would flirt with her.
I'm about to retort, but I pause instead. I mean, she's not wrong. Those are all true facts. And now I have a strong urge to keep her on the ship at all wait, what? And now I have a strong urge to keep her on the ship at all times. She giggles.
You sound like one of those evil villains who traps princesses in a tower.
It's funny you should mention princesses. Celeste raises a brow. I quickly recap my adventure with Vela and the role players at the park. When I'm done, Celeste's eyes shine like diamonds.
Aw, that's so cute! You gotta literally be her knight in shining armor.
It was pretty fun to fight for a hand.
This makes my heart so happy.
Anyway, we've just completed another simple job, so things are looking up. And this part is the same.
So,
Wait, what?
remember when we were talking about my different outings?
I nod.
There was one more that I didn't tell you about.
This is about the music store, right? Yeah. First option. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to do is just keep getting stronger.
It's exactly because I'm feeling stronger that I want to help out. And I know I can do it.
Celeste is being rather insistent about this. Maybe this job means more to her than money. I didn't realize this job was so important to you.
It is.
She pauses, looking thoughtful.
Well, sort of.
What's on your mind?
As part of the interview, I was asked to play the piano. So I did. And there was a customer who was secretly listening in. It made me really nervous, but I kept playing anyway.
Yeah, this part is the same. First option. Celeste, do you know how amazing that is? I always knew you were talented. And now... Wait, what? And now even Star has confirmed it. Who's Star? Is Star the customer's name? Ah, oh, that's the conservatory name.
I know, but I still can't quite believe it.
Her cheeks tinge pink and she's suddenly acting shy. I can tell the compliments embarrass her, but I'm too proud to care. So, when does the program start? And we can skip this part. Afterwards I jump into a quick solo training session. It's been a while since I last trained, and I still need to keep my skills sharp. I'll go hard until I feel sufficiently fatigued, then I shower and return to my room to relax. Can I skip? Oh, that's because there's a checkpoint. Kinda. I don't remember. Okay, this game doesn't have an autosave. Now that I remember, I think the previous game has it. I think there's an autosave function. I'm about to lie down on my bed when my phone vibrates.
I need help again. Come to my room.
Oh, is it a good time to continue? Oh, we can continue. And then a second later,
Please?
my immediate thought is to head on over, but something gives me pause. This message reads suspiciously like the last time she needed help. Hold on. still feeling giddy from the exciting news, I decide to refocus this excess energy. We talk so much about bills and accounts that I better make sure everything is in order. It doesn't take long before my accounts are all sorted. I'm not sure whether this is the same time as Luna got sick, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I feel like it is around the same time, but yeah, I kind of forgot which event coincides with coincides with which one. Default to the second option. I cautiously text her back. This isn't another one of Kai's schemes, isn't it? This isn't another one of Kai's schemes, is it?
No!
There's a lot of exclamation marks. It must be safe. Okay, be right there. As soon as the text is sent, I give myself a quick look over and head to Vela's room. I knock on Vela's door, and a second later, it slides open, revealing her smile.
Hi, come in.
I step inside her room and look around. On the shelves sit soft plushies and a large tablet, which is, I'm sure, are full of her engineering notes. Her desk has her laptop, a few more tablets, and various family photos. It's obvious she's been deep cleaning her room, as her clothes are everywhere except for the closet. There are a few moving boxes around. Most are empty except for the remaining one, which is nearly bursting with stuff. Wow, are you moving? She grins and shakes her head.
I'm redecorating.
Oh, I had noticed that a lot. Wait, what? Oh shit, sorry. I had noticed that a lot of her things were shuffled around. I thought it was just a byproduct of her cleaning, but redecorating makes more sense.
It's still a work in progress, as you can see.
She vaguely gestures around her. I nod. So, how can I help? Vela hops over to the struggling box.
Can you help me move this box? I think I might have overpacked it because it's super heavy.
And we probably can lift it. The box is beginning to round. How much stuff did you put in it? And I'm impressed that it hasn't collapsed yet. Maybe just a bit. She grinned sheepishly.
It was harder to tell when I was still adding stuff. Should I take some out?
Nope, leave it to me. Yeah, I stride over to the box, and in one smooth motion, I lift it up to my chest where I fix my grip. Where do you want me to put this? I wait for an answer, but I'm met with silence. When I glance back at Vela, her eyes are wide and her mouth is open in a small O. I feel like, yeah, I think there's an option. I think if you are not choosing the athletics trait, there's one or two things might happen. One is we overestimate ourselves, or two, there's an option for us to either overestimate ourselves or to put everything in, split everything into the smaller boxes, as well as the typical no options. And yeah, we just proceed to split the items into the smaller into other boxes.
You picked it up like it was just a pillow.
Vela? I hear her muttering to herself.
Could you pick me up like I'm a pillow?
What? Yeah, what?
Huh?
When she snaps back to attention, she accidentally meets my gaze and her face flushes in a burning blush.
I mean, over there is fine.
She points to the closet. Her blush deepens before I set the box down. I mean, we already princess carried her, so yeah, she's basically nothing in terms of weight, I suppose.
Thanks.
No problem. Some of the items shifted when I moved the box, and a small box drops out. I quickly reach for it and read Cupid's Challenge, the card game of love. What's this? I flash the game so Vela can see.
Oh, a card game for couples.
Yeah, inconsistent text with the line, never mind. Did you get it for us to play together?
Yeah, it was one of those things that Kai suggested.
Okay, that's probably not good. I raised a brow and looked at the game again. Really?
Well, it's from the website that Kai recommended.
She narrows her eyes suspiciously.
So I don't know if we can trust it.
Yeah, we're gonna go sideways, right? Let's try it. We should risk it. Vela blinks.
Are you sure that's wise? I mean, this is Kai we're talking about.
True. But Kai didn't actually recommend this game, right? Just the website. Vela nods very slowly.
Yeah.
So the game's probably alright then. Plus, you already went through the effort of getting it. The least we can do is try it out. She pauses, mulling over my words, and then brightens.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go for it.
Awesome. She sets the box down on her desk and opens it up. Inside, there's a deck of cards, some sort of chart, and a small bag that seems to be full of props.
Oh, I wonder what we'll end up using.
I find a rulebook and open it up. How much do you really trust your partner? You glance at each other and grin.
That's a good start.
I nod. These challenges will test your limits, if you even have any. We glance at each other again. Vela is as intrigued as I am. I finish reading the rest of the rules. The mechanics are straightforward enough. One person draws a card and then puts their trust in their partner to help them complete the task.
This should be a piece of cake.
Okay, the mouth animations bugged out again. I grin at her confidence. You ready then? Vela nods, still confident. She pulls the first card.
But who will catch me when I fall?
Her brows crinkle together.
Huh?
As she keeps reading, her expression turns smug.
Oh, it's a trust fall. That's an easy one.
So I'm supposed to catch you?
Yep.
Easy. She grins and we both stand up. Vela stands in front of me, facing away. Yeah, last default to the second option, and yeah, we're being an asshole. If this is a test of trust, then I'm going to really test that. Let's see just how much Vela trusts me to catch her. I get myself into position.
Are you ready now?
Yep, all good.
Okay.
Vela tilts back and rocks onto her heels. At this point, she expects me to feel my hands on her. So when she doesn't, her arms windmill and she stumbles in freefall.
Huh?
Before she can completely lose her balance and hit the floor, I catch her safely in my arms. She looks up at me, at first with shock and then suspicion.
You were cutting it pretty close there.
I grin. You can't have a test of trust without a little danger. Her gaze narrow, but yeah, that is pretty dangerous. If she hits her head, then things will go sideways in a bad way. Yeah, when I say it's sideways before, it will. I was expecting like it turns like really awkward or something, but not dangerously bad. I meant it as awkwardly bad when the first time I mentioned it. She climbs back to her feet and matches my grin with a mischievous one.
I'll remember that.
Oh shit. That doesn't bode well.
It's your turn now.
I draw a card and read it aloud. I'll be your eyes when you can't see. There are further instructions on the bottom of the card. Wearing a blindfold, rely on your partner's instructions to safely navigate you through an obstacle. At the mention of a blindfold, Vela reaches for the little bag in the box and pulls out a silken black blindfold.
Okay, we've got the blindfold. But what did they mean by an obstacle?
I think you get to build that yourself.
Oh, even better.
I am screwed. I catch the glint in Vela's eyes and suddenly I don't feel so confident anymore.
Now, close your eyes. It's time for the blindfold.
I eye the blindfold in Vela's hands suspiciously, but she gives me a reassuring smile.
You can trust me.
Okay. It's not like I have any other choice. After Vela ties the silk strip around my head, I hear her move stuff around the room. She's really getting into it by the sound of things. When she finally collects me, she pushes me around until I've reached the start. She pauses and then spins me a few times.
Just in case.
I hear her hop away. Finally, we're ready. How big is the room, by the way?
Alright, now take a step forward.
My balance is still wobbly from the spins, but I manage to land my foot in front of me. Vela giggles at my awkwardness. She successfully navigates me through the first winding part of the obstacle.
We're in the home stretch. Just take 3 steps forward, turn right, and then take 2 steps forward. You got all that?
Yeah, I think so. I recall her instructions. 3 steps forwards. Ah, the second one is the correct one. This is what some of the time we can I check the log? Ha 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 ha. I feel like the first one, the default first option is the correct one, but the second one is like we're gonna troll. Yeah, the cheat is to look at the logs. I take my step forward, make my right turn, and then take 2 more steps again. Was that it? I feel Vela moving close, the scent of her shampoo lingering underneath me. A second later, her hands are in my hair and the blindfold is off my eyes. I blink until her smiling face focuses into view.
Yes, you made it.
She waves the blindfold in front of me and then envelops me in a big hug. When she pulls back, her smile has grown wider and sweeter. I smile back. You're good with directions.
And you're good at listening. Maybe that's why we make such a great team.
I couldn't agree more. She grins again. Your turn again. Vela nods and we head back to our seats so she can pull the next card from the deck.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Stare into your partner's eyes for 1 minute.
She glances at me.
So far, these aren't really a challenge at all.
Agreed. You've got a 100% win rate at this point, and I don't think that's going to change.
Nope. The streak will definitely continue. Are you ready to start?
I seat myself in front of her and get comfortable. Then I nod. She sets the timer and we lock eyes. At first, we just wait for the seconds to tick by. This seems easy enough. But then I see the gradual blush crawling up her cheeks. I notice the way her eyes shimmer, flickering away her confidence into something more vulnerable. I'm magnetized by her gaze, which now sparks an electricity and a need that I feel deep. That I feel deep in my core. We draw closer and closer until we're a breath apart. All the while, her eyes never stray from my own. They implore me to bridge the final gap, and I feel myself closing in. Ah, okay. The alarm goes off. The magic dissipates with the noise, and we pull away. I shake off the intensity I was feeling and bring myself back to the present moment. I thought we were gonna kiss. Well, curse you, timer. Vela's face is flushed, and after locking gazes for so long, she seems reluctant to look at me now. I clear my throat. That's another win under our belt.
Yeah.
Her tone doesn't exactly sound like we won. I can agree with that sentiment. Vela shakes her head, snapping back to the game.
Well, let's keep that win streak up.
I feel like it would end up with us doing something awkward and then we decided to end the game, right?
It's your turn.
Okay. I reach for the next card. It's another one with a blindfold. She giggles.
You must be really lucky.
Apparently. I continue reading. So for this one, my partner needs to play with the sense of touch, but they aren't allowed to use their hands.
Oh, nice. Another reason to look through the box.
Let me guess, are there handcuffs in there? She offers me the same blindfold.
No peeking.
Oh wait, it's on us again. Yes, ma'am. Wait, I thought we were putting the blindfold on her. I put the blindfold on myself and hear her rifle inside the bag. Suddenly she stops.
Oh, I got something good.
What does that mean? The anticipation of the unknown ties my stomach into anxious knots. But that's the whole point of this exercise. I should trust that my partner would choose something fun.
Ready now?
Yup. I feel her hovering above me, and my skin prickles in anticipation. A moment later, an icy cold stings my skin. But not just anywhere on my skin. She placed the cold right on the most sensitive part of my chest. Ah! Immediately, the coldness is gone, the prickling slowly fading.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, but out of the... Wait, what? Yeah, but out of all the places you could have chosen, why did you go... Why did you go right for the nipple? And then she says she didn't touch it.
What?
Her horror is palpable.
Oh no, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that's where I touched.
Do it again! Well, you didn't have to stop.
What?
Huh? Yeah. I was just surprised, but actually I didn't hate it. Vela slips the blindfold off of me and looks into my eyes. I look right back and she blinks before laughing nervously.
That is a discovery I did not expect to uncover today.
Each girl has like weird kinks, you know? I mean, I don't know about Iris's yet, but yeah, Luna with her binding techniques and Vela with the blindfold. What's next with Iris? Oh yeah, Vela also has the help me, I'm stuck kind of, well, I couldn't say that's her kink, but yeah, we all have like each route has some sexual reference in there somewhere, but yeah, we just don't know what Iris's is yet. I flash her a cheeky grin. I'm sure you'll uncover even more discoveries about me. She blushes, catching the meaning behind my words. And I look forward to making some discoveries about you. Her blush deepens and she clears her throat.
I think we've had enough discoveries for now.
I grin. If you say so. It's your turn again. Vela reaches for the deck and pulls out her next card.
Now I'm supposed to wear the blindfold while you instruct me into a pose.
That's very specific. She nods. But I got a few ideas in mind already. She watches me carefully.
You aren't going to do anything weird, are you?
The name of the game is Trust. I grin and hand her the blindfold. Vela tentatively takes it from me. She shoots me one more look before wrapping the blindfold over her eyes. Now, how should I pose her? Second option into... This is the help me, I'm stuck pose. Let's see what happens. Default to the second option. I think about the kind of pose I'd like to see Vela in, and a slow grin splits my face. The pose is vivid in my mind. It's the kind of thing that Vela would probably object to, but so I need to be strategic with my instructions. Let's start off by sitting on the floor.
Okay.
She hesitantly bends to the floor and crosses her legs. Now, put one of your arms in front of you on the ground.
Like this?
She stretches out. Actually, maybe kneeling is better. Vela does as instructed and sits back on her heels. Don't forget your arm. Her arm shoots out again. And the other one too. Her arm... Okay, the music is kind of fading out. I gotta know what's gonna happen. Her other arm joins the first. Now she's sitting a little awkwardly with a weight on her heels, back straight and arms trying to touch the floor in front of her knees.
This is kind of uncomfortable.
Oh, really? Maybe you wanna lean forward then?
Okay.
Oh god! Okay, we did get that. I wasn't expecting a CG from here. She pushes her weight until she's resting on all fours. I grin. This is going exactly as planned. Well, I wasn't expecting the CG, but yeah. Oh my god. Does that feel better? Yeah, let's take a look at the CG for a sec.
Yeah, how am I doing?
It's perfect.
I want to see.
I'll take a picture of you. Just make sure you lift your chin. Once Vela is in position, I look her over, savoring this amazing view before I snap a quick photo. She unravels herself and removes the blindfold and then leans eagerly over the phone. Her face pales when she sees herself. Yeah, and we're gonna get screwed over later.
I look like...
An innocent puppy. Her cheeks turned bright red.
Delete that immediately.
But you look so...
Delete it.
Okay, I'm deleting it. I exaggerate, deleting the photo from my gallery. I think... But with Celeste, I think if we do the celery when we took the photo with Celeste back in the beach episode, we also didn't delete the photo, but with Vela we are deleting it instantly. But didn't you say even if we delete the photo it will still be there? Vela puts her hands on her hips.
Delete your trash as well.
Fine. I do. I'm not worried though because all of my photos automatically back up.
Now, delete it off of your local backup.
I frown, but I do as I'm told. My last saving bastion is the cloud. And she told us to delete from the cloud as well, right?
And the cloud?
I balk. It's like she's reading my mind. I can't lose this priceless image. You can't make me log in.
I'll just hack in then.
Damn. With a sigh, I reluctantly log in to my cloud account and delete the photo.
And your cloud trash too.
I'm sure it's gone now. She shoots me a warning look. Of course, my tech-savvy engineer girlfriend is not going to believe that. But
No buts.
that's exactly the problem. She glares at me. Before no other option, I say a silent goodbye and very reluctantly delete the photo forever. And I send it to Beat Boop. I don't know whether Beat Boop will. I don't know if I send it to Beat Boop. But it's not implied, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't do it in that amount of time. I'm not sure if we even can send to Beat Boop, even with Vela not knowing. But yeah, we also never... Okay, let's see after past this point, will we ever see Beat Boop again? Because the last time we see Beat Boop is where she got stuck. Anyway, let's continue. She's not satisfied.
That's better.
There is always the memory stored in my brain. She can't make me delete that. Resettle ourselves in our seats.
It's your turn to draw a card now.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna make us do something weird if we are unlucky. Right. I pull out the next card, but there's nothing on it. It's just a blank card.
Oh, wait a second. I think I saw something about blank cards in the rules.
She grabs the game box and searches the rulebook. What does it say? Instead of reading it aloud, she snaps the rulebook shut and flashes me a mischievous smirk.
It says, it's time for Vela's revenge.
Maybe I should take a look at that. The rule clearly says a blank card is the dealer's choice. Vela grins at me. Uh-oh, my reckoning has come. Please be gentle.
I'll take that under consideration.
Her eyes glint and she motions for me to come over. I discover that Vela's imagination is very vivid and she's a lot more adventurous than I ever imagined. We continue to play the game, becoming more and more daring the longer we play. Our daring play continues even long after we've abandoned the card game. We played until it's too late for me to return to my room, and then we spend the night together. Is that what I think it is? Did we smash? I wake up to the sight of Vela sleeping beside me, and I fight back a smile. She sprawled on the bed, her hair curling wildly around her. Somehow, even with messy bedhead, she still looks adorable. She's still sleeping so soundly. I try not to disturb her. We did have a long night, and I'm sure she'll appreciate the extra rest. Carefully, I slide out of bed and return to my room, where I get ready for the day. It's still quiet on the ship when I eventually leave my room. Everyone must still be asleep. This kind of coincides with Luna getting sick. Yeah, I think it is. But surprisingly, this scene with Vela feels kind of long as well. I wasn't expecting a really long scene with Vela back there. And both of these two songs, background music, are overlapping each other. A lot of that's happened in a short amount of time. We haven't had a moment to recuperate. They deserve a chance to relax. Somehow this music is still playing. Vela is the first to enter the kitchen. She yawns and pulls her arms up in a stretch.
Ooh, it smells good in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with each girl we kind of have, it's implied that we smashed in a way. But yeah, after that scene of her getting stuck, I think we keep playing the daring game until the game we're not even playing the game. But I kind of, safe to say it was implied somewhere, but it's up to your own imagination, right? I turn away from the hot stove and grin at her. Good morning. Breakfast is almost ready. She's about to reply, but when she sees me, she freezes. Suddenly a blush crawls up her cheeks and she looks away. What? What's wrong? She shakes her head.
Nothing. I just noticed that your face is all red, and it reminded me of the last time your face was red like that, which was last night. And then I was reminded of what we did last night, and...
What we did last night? She cuts herself off, her blush darkening before taking a deep breath.
I'm just going to sit down now.
She stalks off before I can respond, plopping herself down in the chair. I try to hide my grin as I turn back to the stove. One by one, my teammates follow their noses into the kitchen. No matter how much they insist on helping, I usher them to take their seats at the table. When I put down the final platter, everyone is seated and eager to eat. Yeah, this part is the same as well. And the romantic music is still playing for some reason. Okay. Okay, something else is playing now. I open the door to see Vela, and I immediately let her in. Vela, is everything okay?
I should be asking you that question.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I nod, offering her a small smile. The last thing I want her to do is worry about me. Vela raises a skeptical brow before planting herself firmly on the bed.
Nice try, but you'll have to do better than that if you want me to believe you.
I sit down beside her. It's sweet of you to worry, but I promise I'm okay.
I hope so. I just feel awful that you had to keep everything you're investigating to yourself.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. With Zeke and Helen's help, I thought I could resolve this situation myself. Plus, there was so much going on already with all our missions.
You know that your problems are my problems too, right?
Hmm?
You're always here for me, and I'll always be here for you, no matter what. That's what it means to be partners.
She places her hand comfortably over mine, and as she looks into my eyes, I see her earnest passion. Right. A warmth blossoms within my chest, and I soften into a smile. Thanks, Vela. That means a lot. She nods, smiling broadly.
Good.
She pauses and then pushes herself to her feet.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. You should get some rest while you can.
I will. I nod and walk her to the door. Vela offers me a quick kiss goodbye before she leaves. Once she's gone, I flop back on my bed. Even though eventually my thoughts quiet and I'm able to fall into a light sleep. So is this the next day part? Come on. Okay, so I think this is a good time to end the episode. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's about a good time to do so. So earlier in the episode, let me just see if I can manage to recap, but let me just check. This is where we will kinda spend. Yeah, we're almost near the end of the second run. So yeah, I think the upcoming 2 episodes, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna do it, but the next episode we're probably gonna either finish the rest of the story, or it's either the story will be finished in like the next 2 episodes, either the next one or the one after that. So if I decide to split anyway, the third run will also happen on the second or third one after this. So for now, I'm just gonna end the episode right here. So earlier today, we got Vela asked us to help her in the engineering bay, and turns out she was stuck. At first she was like pretending to be stuck, but eventually she was actually stuck. So we pulled her off. So we helped her. Not, we didn't pull her off. We opened the panel and take her out, like help her out. And after that, we also went on another date, and turns out we eventually went into LARPing areas, and we eventually fought for our own girlfriend's hand, which is actually pretty fun as well, despite all that happened. And right after that, we also was helping Vela redecorating her room, but after we spot a couples love game, like couples card game. We decide to play it, and we also spent the night in her room. And now we are at the point where we are gonna go back to Polaris and meet up with Zeke. Yeah, we are almost at the end. Like I mentioned, we are almost at the end of our second run. So after this run, maybe hopefully I can end this in the next run. So I mean in the next episode, so I can start the third run in the next one. But worst case scenario, it will be like our first blind walkthrough, where the end of our first run is actually the first 30 minutes of the episode of a new run. But we'll see. But I hope that I can finish it in one run. If not, yeah, I'm just gonna split it in two. But for now, I'm just gonna end the episode right here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day. Okay, make a save right here. Yeah, and goodbye.